Big cat tourism is a multi-billion-dollar industry that attracts thousands of visitors each year. The allure of seeing lions, tigers, leopards, and cheetahs up close has driven the rapid expansion of big cat facilities worldwide. Many of these operations present themselves as conservation centers, rescue sanctuaries, or ethical tourism experiences. Behind the carefully crafted marketing, however, lies a more complex and often controversial reality. The history of big cat tourism dates back centuries, with early records of exotic animal collections in royal courts. In the modern era, zoos and wildlife parks emerged as primary venues for big cat encounters. The demand for more intimate experiences led to the rise of cub petting, photo opportunities, and even walk with lion excursions. Social media has fueled this industry further, with influencers and tourists eager to capture their close encounters with these majestic predators. While some facilities genuinely contribute to conservation, others operate with little regard for animal welfare. The practice of cub petting, for example, raises serious ethical and biological concerns. Cubs are often taken from their mothers at an early age to be used as photo props for tourists. This premature separation can lead to severe stress, malnutrition, and developmental issues in the young cats. Once these cubs grow too large to be handled safely, they often face uncertain fates. Some are funneled into the canned hunting industry, where wealthy clients pay to shoot captive-bred lions. Others may be sold into the illegal wildlife trade or subjected to substandard living conditions for the rest of their lives. Even well-intentioned tourists may unknowingly support these exploitative practices. Breeding big cats for tourism often prioritizes profit over genetic health, leading to inbreeding and hereditary diseases. White tigers, for instance, owe their distinctive coloration to selective breeding that often results in severe deformities and neurological disorders. In some regions, big cat tourism intersects with the growing trend of voluntarism. Volunteers, believing they are helping conservation efforts, pay to work with cubs and adult cats. Many are unaware that the animals they care for may later be killed in canned hunts or sold to private collectors. The debate over big cat tourism extends beyond ethics into issues of ecology and conservation. Some argue that revenue generated from tourism supports breeding programs and habitat preservation. Others point out that captive breeding rarely contributes to true conservation, as most captive-born big cats can never be released into the wild. Reintroduction. Programs require careful genetic management, proper habitat preparation, and extensive rehabilitation. Many big cats in captivity have lost their natural instincts due to human interaction. Unlike wild counterparts, they lack the skills needed for hunting, territorial defense, and social dynamics. Attempts to release captive-bred big cats have often resulted in failure, with animals struggling to adapt or falling victim to poaching. True conservation efforts prioritize the protection of natural habitats and wild populations. Poaching and habitat destruction remain the biggest threats to big cats worldwide. The illegal wildlife trade, driven in part by demand for big cat body parts, further endangers these species. Some big cat tourism operations claim to educate the public about these threats. However, critics argue that exploiting captive animals sends the wrong message about conservation. Ethical tourism alternatives focus on observing big cats in their natural environments rather than in captivity. National parks and protected reserves offer sustainable ways to support conservation while minimizing human interference. Advances in technology have also transformed wildlife tourism, with remote camera systems and virtual safaris providing non-invasive viewing experiences. Drone technology allows researchers and tourists to observe big cats from a distance without disturbing their natural behavior. Conservationists emphasize that responsible tourism must prioritize the well-being of the animals over human entertainment. Guidelines for ethical big cat encounters include avoiding direct interaction, questioning breeding practices, and researching the credentials of facilities. Public awareness plays a crucial role in shifting demand away from exploitative tourism. Documentaries, investigative journalism, and social media campaigns have exposed many unethical big cat operations. In recent years, several countries have introduced legislation to regulate or ban certain practices within the industry. The United States passed the Big Cat Public Safety Act, restricting private ownership and limiting public contact with these animals. Similar efforts have been made in other regions, though enforcement remains a challenge. The role of celebrity endorsements in big cat tourism is also significant, with high-profile figures both promoting and condemning the industry. Films and television series such as Tiger King have brought mainstream attention to the darker side of big cat captivity. Ethical sanctuaries that prioritize rehabilitation and lifelong care for rescued cats provide a better alternative to commercial attractions. Supporting conservation-focused organizations helps ensure that funds contribute to habitat protection and anti-poaching initiatives. Big cat tourism remains a complex and evolving industry with far-reaching implications for animal welfare, conservation, and public perception. Tourists hold the power to influence the industry by making informed choices about where they spend their money. Every interaction with a captive big cat has a ripple effect on the future of these magnificent animals. By supporting ethical tourism and genuine conservation efforts, we can help ensure that big cats thrive in the wild rather than behind bars. The fate of lions, tigers, leopards, and cheetahs depends not just on laws and policies, but on the awareness and decisions of individuals. As the debate over big cat tourism continues, one question remains: should you be supporting it?